So the next thing is to remove the water pump off the front of the engine. There's a number of bolts that hold the, you can see this first bolt here goes all the way into the block. This is the timing cover here. So the water pump bolts, some of them go through the timing cover, some just go into the timing cover. And you're kind of getting a twisted view of the universe here by watching this happen, because this motor's only been in the car a few months. Typically though, these will end up breaking or backing threads out with them, tearing threads up. This is usually a pretty awful job, removing a water pump, especially on an older motor if the water pump's been there for a century or so. So we're starting to look like one of those pre-prepared TV shows where they build a car in a day, you know. Because this motor hasn't been in very long, it's coming apart pretty easily. And interestingly, Dan has chosen to leave the main radiator hose and the heater bypass hose on the water pump. There again, in the spirit of efficiency and laziness, just doing as little work as possible, trying to make the job go as quickly as possible. He doesn't have to worry about where he put the hoses. Nothing can get lost this way, and it all goes back together pretty quick. So you can see here in the timing cover, there's water passages for water in and out. That's all the water pump is doing, is pulling water from one and circulating it through the radiator.